Let's see if he's there. His wife, finally. This place looks fancier every time I walk in. Guess it's not all that when you're living on a big time doctor salary, though. Well, Jules, let's go see what your mom has to say. Yeah. I'm back. Just a second, I'll be right down. Well, look at you, Jules. You brought all your little friends home with you. Come in. Oh, you will have to forgive me for not tidying up. That's okay, sorry for not telling you we were coming. Oh, your mom just the sweetest, isn't she? I'm jealous. Sweet, is that what you call it? Oh yes, I did spot someone in town who looked just like your father. But it didn't take long before I lost him in the crowd. I didn't want to disappoint you if it turned out I was mistaken, Jules. That's why I didn't mention it. I hope you can forgive me. It's nothing to be sorry about. That's how did you know I saw someone who looked like your father in the first place? I figured I had nothing to lose asking the Monstrum for help. Oh! Well. Oh, I get it. That shows how powerful our monster son bond, isn't it? Yeah, sure. More importantly, this man you saw was over in the Central District, right? Yes, that's right. I believe he was just on his way to the Balduc Cathedral. But there were so many people there that I ended up losing track of him. It will probably go down as the biggest mistake of my life. Ooh hoo 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 hoo. I see, so there truly are people out there who cry boo hoo 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 hoo. Anyway, if Dr. Noah really did leave from the cathedral, right, all we have to do is ask if anyone saw him there. Let's go, adol. And everybody else. Oh, and Jules dear, if you do happen to run into your father, promise you won't force him to come back. What? Why? Because I trust him. Your father will never leave us without a good reason. I may not know what or why exactly, but that much I can say for sure. There is no way you can know that. Oh, but I do. I'm a lot more perceptive than I look, you know. You should never underestimate a mother, especially not yours, young man. Now promise me, Jules, alright? That's a yes. Alrighty. That was the one that I was doing, right? Alright. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, and when that ended up. This is Balduc Cathedral of the Hieroglyph Church. Right, and the last place that Jules' father, Dr. Noah, was seen coming out of. Oh, good to see you again. Ah, Father Ralph. Thank you for coming. And it seems you brought Credo too. Let's move somewhere more private for our discussion. Oh, it was you. Maybe. Yes, I know Dr. Noah well. He was the one who we called whenever worshippers fell ill. However, I regret that I don't know if he's come to the cathedral lately. That's okay. Sister Mel, would you happen to know anything? I'm not sure if he's the same person you're looking for, but I recall seeing a rather strange man here just recently. Do you remember anything else about him, by any chance? He came by asking to see some old medical record. The church keep all of its records from the past, you see. Remember him because I thought it was such an unusual request. After I procured them for him, he pursued them as if in a frenzy. Sounds a lot like that. And where did he go after that? That was another peculiar thing. He said he had business at the ancient shrine outside his town. I thought he seemed like a doctor, but maybe he was an archaeologist. An ancient shrine, maybe the North Shrine? Yeah, most likely, and we have been there before. Okay then, time to relive some fond memories. Hey, Yufa. Mom said that we didn't need to force him home, right? Then our work's done, isn't it? We already know he's alive. We are not going to force anyone to do anything. But we are so close, you can quit while you're ahead, Jules. Huh? You two need to have a heart-to-heart. Oh my god. Wasn't that one of your nails in the coffin? That's true. That's true. Tell me I marked something near there. Down, right? Down, yeah, I mark it. Low, okay, thank you.
Dad.
Jules, how did you know I was here? Is there something you all needed to speak with me about?
It's been a long time, so I know how difficult it is to see her. Either way, you know Mom's never going to stop looking for you.
Ah, so she did see me. I should have been more discreet.
If you don't mind me asking, Dr. Noah, what are you doing here?
Ah, right. Do you see this plaque behind me? Inscribed on it is a record of diseases throughout history.
Oh, is he looking for the cure?
I came to see if I could find anything useful.
Oh, I see. You were looking for a way to cure Jules.
What?
Am I really that transparent?
Yeah.
Still, this might be a good opportunity for me to explain everything to you all.
Maria.
You deserve to know what happened.
Hell yeah. With voice. Please.
It was many years ago, long before I knew anything about homunculi. I came to learn of an institution that fostered war orphans. That was where I first met you, Jules.
I was a war orphan?
Yes. Aprilis had entrusted the four of you to that orphanage. She couldn't take care of you on her own. It was her last resort.
That's understandable.
Indeed, it was in that orphanage where we met Jules. You should have seen how happy Pamela was. After all, she couldn't bear children of her own.
Mom couldn't have children?
Unfortunately not. But I know that she loved you more because of it. The years after we adopted you were the happiest of our lives. When you became ill, it devastated your mother. That's when I promised her that I would find a cure for you.
Dad.
One day, in my desperate search to find a treatment, a man approached me. That man was an alchemist named Zola.
Papa.
He told me who he was and asked for my help in his alchemy research. It was then he revealed to me that you, Jules, were a homunculus. I thought that if I helped him, I would eventually find a way to cure your disease.
I had no idea. But why did you have to leave us?
The hero you were created from suffered from the same disease as you. I surmised that the hero's body would lead me to more clues about the disease. However, Zola kept a firm grip on his research. As a condition for becoming his adjutant, I was forbidden from leaving the prison.
Dad,
It's not your fault, Jules. Being sick isn't ever anyone's fault. Believe me, my deepest regret is leaving you and your mother without saying goodbye.
Jules, there's something you've been wanting to say, isn't there? You don't have to wait anymore.
Yufa.
Dad. To tell you the truth, there were many things I wanted to say to you when I saw you again. I wanted to tell you how much I despised you, how much I hated you. But now, how could I say any of those things?
Jules.
Thanks, Dad. For taking care of me. For being my dad.
Stop it. Ooh. Okay. Wait. Feels. Come out. You're coming out of my eyes. You come out. Okay, I think the tears are out. Because then I cannot see.
And for trying to find a cure for me. Thank you.
Jules.
As a doctor, it would be imprudent of me to be too optimistic. But I'm progressively coming to understand your disease. There's still a chance for a cure. I will do everything in my power to save you.
Dad.
No, don't end. Make me suffer more. I don't mind.
Good thing you two finally hashed it out. Hey, by the way, what kind of research were you helping Zola with exactly?
I was looking for ways to extract memories from a person's soul. That research allowed me to create the primordials and monsters from Adol's memories. I imagine Zola plans on taking this research even further.
Even further?
But what about Shadowlord? I thought you two were working together.
You must mean how Shadowlord gathered those with desirable talents in the prison. That was Zola's plan all along. He was merely using Master Shadowlord. Zola was the one who truly needed them. In spite of that, he rarely shows himself in the prison nowadays. I'm afraid even I don't know what he planned on doing with them.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it wasn't anything good.
Zola is an unforgiving man, if his treatment of Shadowlord was any indication. But if you asked me if he were evil, I wouldn't be able to tell you. He sincerely believes his actions are just, regardless of the implications.
You mean he's a whack job, the kind you stay away from?
That may be true. I admit, I have my fair share of blame for your hardships, Monstrums. For that, I apologize. It was the least I could do to make it up to you. but I don't expect to be forgiven on that alone.
Dad.
I'll go see your mother soon, Jules. You have my word. My son is fighting his best even when sick. It's only right that I work just as hard.
Okay, stop, damn.
After it's all over, we'll go back to how it was. You, me, and your mother. Crimson King. No, Adol. Zola is profoundly fascinated with you.
Is he sure?
You have no reason to trust me, but I suggest that you be careful. Now then, it's nearly sunset. I'd better return to the prison. You'll have to excuse me.
Dad, you be careful too.
Yes, I will.
For a moment I thought he was going to teleport.
Hey, good for you, Jules.
Yeah, thanks. I should thank you guys too.
We're all happy for you, Jules. Your dad is a good person after all.
I believe there is much I can learn from him as well.
Yeah, he's alright. Can we go back to town now?
Okay. You made me suffer. We can go back to town. Don't worry. Oh, I see. So it wasn't your father I saw after all. Yeah, it wasn't. I could have sworn I caught a glimpse of him, face and all, but I must have been mistaken. I suppose this time I finally threw in the towel on his. Oh, now don't be so gloom, chums. I don't know how it all went, of course, but I imagine I can hustle, I guess. Your father just isn't quite ready to see me again yet, is he? Oh, okay. Thank you for knowing. Mom. Thank you for humoring me, Jules. The same goes for the rest of you as well. It isn't much, but I like you to have this. Thank you. We appreciate your kindness. Of course, sweetie. Think nothing of it. Now, I suppose I ought to get back to cooking. I see I've been working on a special little festival day treat for everybody. I may stop by to deliver it later, so try not to spoil your appetite. We won't. Thanks again, Miss Noah. The quest. Damn. Oh god. Okay. Ever since my dad he'd come home someday, I've been keeping it from my mom. But I guess she figured out that we were hiding something from her anyway. Seems so. Call it a mother intuition. I wonder if that means Dr. Noah may be able to come home sooner than he thought. With a wife that understanding, I bet she'd even be fine with all the alchemy stuff. I'm not sure about that. Either way, whatever or not he does is entirely up to him. It's when I take mom feelings into account that things get a little more complicated. Yeah, I know what you mean. In any event, now that we have report back, should we attend to our remaining matters?
That takes care of that.
Alright, next one. Okay, it says here, right? Alright. So who's the? Oh god damn it. Who are you? Oh my god. Oh. Okay. They never get any less creepy no matter how many times we go on. Why? We were born in those things too, you know. That doesn't really make any better. These homunculus are all the remaining products of Chantelar's work. each an identical clone of a human with exceptional strength, intellect, or status. Oh, the request called for their disposal. Will destroy their container suffice? Hold on a sec. Oh, it was her? I get that these homunculus were created from war and all. But they are technically still alive, right? It's not so easy just to get rid of them. Oh, it was her. Not to mention we still don't know who the client is. Like I care, whatever propose we do then. What? Are you asking me? It's not like I will know. What do you think, Adol? It's one hell of a dilemma.
Well...
You say that, but I can still hear a waver in your voice. I know. I didn't want to click that, but Oh! Empathy may be one of your strengths, but a soft spot is still just that, a soft spot. Still, at least you recognize what it is you have to do. Good to see you again, Monstrums. As for you, Adol, it's been a while. You are the guy from before. You can just call me Marius. I'm acquaintance of Adol there. I see now, you're the one Adol was working with in the prison. Then that means you're Park's friends too? So you are our mysterious client. That's right, I am. You're an adventurer, Adol Christine. You, of all people, should understand. These homunculi were made from luminaires of all sorts, Gillian and Roman alike. There's no telling what kind of evil they could be used for outside these walls. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that these are people of extraordinary talent and skills. Every one of them has the potential to plunge this war into chaos. Besides, homunculi shouldn't even exist in the first place. So what's to be done with them in the end? Let me give you a hint. What did you... It disappeared. Each of these containers comes with an emergency failsafe installed. One that, when activated, makes certain that its contents are properly discarded. Then the other containers. You have already activated that fail-safe crap for them too. No, stop this. How could you... What I'm doing is unforgivable. Believe me, I know that. But as someone who wishes for peace on this continent, I can't let this go on. Didn't have to take it this far.
What?
No, there isn't. If anyone else stumbles into this facility, nothing good will come from it. Desperate times come for desperate measures, right? But he hardly even gave it a second thought. Just who is he exactly?
Now then, Monstrums. What do you say we finish up my request?
Is he an homunculus?
What?
But you already killed all of the homunculi.
Oh, he's one.
There's just one more to go. This one.
You cannot mean... Wait, so you're also a homunculus?
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? What was his name? Shadowlard? I don't know when he created me. It was probably when the real me came to this prison for an inspection. But it doesn't matter now. Would you oblige me at all?
Does it have to be me?
I thought you'd say that. That's why I brought someone else to convince you.
I wish to ask this of you as well, Adol.
Parks? What are you doing here?
I recall Parks mentioning that he was friends with Marius.
Marcus Claudius Germanicus. That is the name of one of the most celebrated, revered people in the Roman Empire. Marius is, with all due respect, a homunculus of that man.
What?
It all makes sense now.
What makes sense?
What are you talking about?
Marius is a homunculus of the current Emperor of Rom.
What? He is?
But if you're his friend, then who are you, Parks?
I regret I had to keep it a secret from you all. But my real name is Lindheim. I was formerly only a cardinal of the church, but now I am also Governor General of Glia.
But weren't you supposed to be missing?
Cardinal Lindheim.
I knew you weren't just some old man, but I can't say I saw this coming.
When I went to inspect the prison, I saw an inmate who looked just like His Majesty. I thought my eyes were deceiving me, so I investigated as an undercover prisoner. But I had no idea he was a homunculus.
It was my fault you went through all of that, Lindheim.
Nonsense. It was my choice. I couldn't turn a blind eye to His Majesty, even if you're not precisely the same person. I figured Adol needed to hear this to understand your reasoning.
I believe Shadowlord has some kind of control over me. After we escaped, I knocked Adol out and returned to the prison with him. In the same vein, I think it prevents me from ending my own life. I may not be a real Imperial Knight, but it'd be nice to go out like one. That's why it needs to be you, Adol. You're the only one who can do this.
Yeah.
I owe you one, my friend.
Huh? Stop feelings.
All right, Adol. Don't hold back.
Oh.
Marius's body is glowing!
Yeah. It's been fun. Adol, can I say one more thing before I go?
Yeah, you can.
In your adventures, you save people's lives. You lead them. Give them courage.
I know.
You discover the unknown. And little by little, your actions change the world.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm sure, Adol, that you'll come to understand the meaning of this someday.
Well,
Look at me, giving advice on my deathbed. When you find the answer, tell it to the real me, would you? I'm sure that wisdom will help the world. Find the one who's behind this. You have to stop him. Thanks for being my friend, Adol. We had a good run.
Adol.
Thank you, Adol. I know. I'm positive he felt the same way. We're all depending on you to make his final request a reality.
He was one hell of a guy, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
The one who's behind this? He must have known about Zola.
So he was the Emperor's...
I had no idea that you were the Governor General, Parks. I hope we didn't do anything to offend you.
Of course you didn't. And I'm the one who owes you an apology. Forgive me for keeping this a secret from all of you.
You don't have to.
I hope you will find the sincerity in my words, despite my prevarication. I'm very glad to have met you all, though I wish it were in different circumstances. With that, I should also be on my way.
No.
Yeah! The Dandelion never would have been possible without you. You're the one who started it, Governor General or not.
And I believe it would be in your best interest as Governor General to see this through.
It is handy having you around.
And maybe you could keep those nosy soldiers in check. Well, not that someone like Belger would pose much of a threat.
You are all very convincing. Very well. I shall remain at the Dandelion. Though I may return to my office occasionally to tend to my many long overdue affairs.
Yes.
Yes, likewise. But are you sure about this? My allegiance lies with Rom.
Of course we are! To us, you're still Parks, not the Governor General.
I understand. I shall be sure to remember that.
Take the sword. Maybe this tenant can see it. Take the sword. No, the sword, take it. No, the sword. Not taking sword, okay, no sword. Sword? Can I take a sword? No sword, okay, no sword. Okay, so Parks, alright, I like this. I like that Parks isn't no bad guy or anything like that. It's this type of way, and I like it very much. So, oh god, okay. So Adol got a fate. I mean, of course, he's the thingy that has been thinking everything or everything. Of course, it's not a coincidence. So yeah, this is building up to something. This is building up to like the next game. I don't know what they're gonna do with the next game, but this game is mentioning all the games. It's bringing all the games. It's the end. God.
And all my thoughts, they multiply. I see it flash before my eyes. I see the hope, the reasons why.